Good morning, dear hearts. We're on lesson 359. Today's lesson is, please subscribe. Today's lesson is a very obvious continuation from yesterday. Yesterday's lesson, 358, that no call to God can be unheard nor left unanswered. And of this I can be sure, his answer is the one I really want. And today's lesson is God's answer is some form of peace. That's the answer I really want, some form of peace. And all pain is healed, all misery replaced with joy, all prison doors are opened, and all sin is understood as merely a mistake, which is all that it ever was to begin with. Prison doors are opened, no more prisoners, no more grievances. We're not holding any more hostages. Everyone is free again, as we always have been, but have been in the delusional illusion of being in jail, to be being held against our will, not even knowing what our will is. Today's lesson is, Father, today we will forgive your world and let creation be your own. And that first line, I said, we're forgiving God's world? Because your is capitalized. We're forgiving God's world? Well, what we're forgiving is the world that I have put upon my Father, the world that I think he created, but he did not. So I'm forgiving that world that I thought he had something to do with. And instead, I will let creation be your own. I will let the world as it truly is, not as I have made it up when I had that tiny mad idea that I could somehow be apart from you. I will let creation be your own. I will let everything in creation be exactly as creation is, and not what I have put it upon, not what I have put into prison, which I have put the world in prison because I have allowed it to be influenced by the ego and all of the mistakes that I see in it, but I have called them sins. Now I see that there is no sin and they were merely mistakes. I will let them all fall away, and I will allow creation to be exactly what it is: perfect, timeless, eternal, whole, complete, healed. Back to the lesson. We have misunderstood all things, everything. We have misunderstood everything because we have looked upon it through body eyes and not allowed it to be what it is. I have misunderstood all things because I have been using the little part of my brain, a little part of my mind, not my brain, my mind, that is under the influence of the ego mind. But we have not made sinners of the holy sons of God, because we cannot do that, because the holy sons of God are just that, holy. They are exactly as described in the beginning of What Am I? This section. I am God's son, complete and healed and whole, shining in the reflection of his love. I cannot make anything to be something that it is not. So we have not made sinners of the holy sons of God. What you created, Father, is created sinless, so abides forever and forever. Such are we, and such it is. Such is the truth. We have been created sinless, and we will forever abide and forever be sinless. Such is the truth. And we rejoice. We're very happy to learn that we have made mistakes which have no real effects on us, no real effects at all, because what is an illusion has no effects. It's not real, it's not true, and it cannot influence anything. Seemingly, it might feel like it has, but in truth, it isn't, because that it cannot change what is whole and real and created by our Father. Sin is impossible, and on this fact, Forgiveness rests upon a certain base more solid than the shadow world we see. The world of the ego is a world filled with shadows, filled with darkness, filled with confusion and fear and anger and doubt. That is the world, the shadow world that we have inhabited. But now, with forgiveness that rests upon a good foundation to correct every mistake, every error, every false thought. Now, sin is certainly recognized as being impossible. And on that fact, forgiveness rests with us. It's a certain base, and it's more solid than anything in the ego world, the shadow land that we have lived. Help us forgive. Now, remember, no call to God goes unanswered. So we're calling now and we're saying, help us forgive, for we would be redeemed. That call will be answered, and that call will be answered in some form of peace. Help us forgive, for we would be at peace, and that will be the answer that we receive. We will receive peace. However that is going to look for us, however we will receive it, it will be a peaceful resolution to our seeming problem, our belief in false ideas. They will be swept away by what is true, because everything that our Father gives to us is true and real and eternal and timeless and changeless. And that is what the truth is, because the truth cannot change any more than God's love can change or God's peace can change. These are whole ideas, complete and without an opposite. They are all encompassing, as the introduction to this beautiful course tells us. What is all encompassing can have no opposite. God's peace, God's love, God's truth are all encompassing, and they have no opposite, today or any day. Now, in the calendar of days, as it were, this is Christmas Eve. So as you get ready for your celebration, your recognition of the rebirth of the Holy Child of God, and yes, that's you as well, then celebrate and rejoice, glad tidings, as the relevant thought tells us. Glad tidings today for the Son of God. We bring glad tidings to the Son of God, that when we thought he suffered and now he is redeemed, now he is reborn. We thought we suffered and now we are redeemed, and we indeed are reborn as we complete this beautiful course. Smile on that. And that's it for today. So please like, share, and subscribe. Please smile, breathe, rejoice, be happy today. Extend God's love to everyone, including yourself, to all that you meet. Let every instant today be a holy one. And please be here tomorrow. Namaste.